let's take a look at the filters you need for landscape photography in action, the circular polarizer and ND64 filters.
And here we have the circular polarizer and the ND64. Let's put one of these on and we'll see how it goes.
I've used both screw-in filters and magnetic filters for this video for comparison, and I'll give my conclusion later in the video with a gallery of images showing how the filters are used. Here's the effect of the polarizing filter rotated to cut out reflections. It's worth noting I've done no editing against any of these images at this time. And here with the ND64 giving us a long exposure to smooth out the water flow for the reflections. On this image, we can see the effect of adding the ND64 filter on top of the polarizing filter to really smooth out the water to enhance the reflection. Before I get into the gallery of images, one thing to be aware of when stacking filters at wide angles is corner clipping. I shot all of these at 10mm, and here you can see that the corners are clipped by stack filters. Even though these are ultra thin design, but at around 13mm, the clipping is not visible even with stacked filters. Let's now take a look at some images, and then I'll provide my conclusion. In this first image, I've used the polarizing filter alone, simply to enrich the colours of the sky and capture the most of the reflections in the river. And in this image, we put on both the ND64 and the polarizing filter to give us a long exposure to enhance the reflections through the flow of the water. Again, I used both the ND64 and polarizing filters to slow down and capture the smoothness of the water as the sun was setting on the horizon. This allowed me to capture both the deep blues in the sky and the reflections within the water. And in this image, we're using just the polarizing filter to really enrich the colours in the sky and enhance the reflections within the river to isolate the tree within the scene. For these images, I've been testing both screw-in and magnetic filters from K&F and identified pros and cons of each system. The screw-in filters are less convenient but do provide better stacking at very wide angles. The magnetic filters are much easier to pop on and off the lens, plus the CPL is much easier to spin than the screw-in CPL. Concluded, these are the only two filters that you need for landscape photography, or at least the first two to get, and I would recommend getting the magnetic filters as the overall ease of use makes them invaluable when in the field, and they come with a handy magnetic lens cap. It's worth pointing out that I bought these filters and in no way have K&F sponsored this video. Please check out my other videos, particularly the video on waterfalls where I also use the polarizing and ND64 filters. Also, please remember to like, subscribe and comment below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Until next time, cheers!